Yes, that means we're finally going to get our asses in gear and start building. What are we building? You'll just have to wait to find out. Alright, so we got some wood cut, and we got some more wood cut, and we're going to use these screws and that bottle of glue and make something. Alright guys, so that's what we're building. Yep. After having Steve's columns over here, I realized that we needed some columns for sure. Kind of was on the plate. It's on the board, but we hadn't built them yet. So we've got this one gluing up. We got them all clamped, and we've got a set right here, pre-cut, ready to go. Once the glue dries on that, then we can go ahead and move to the top. Actually, probably flip it over and set it on the bottom, and then we'll square it all up so it'll be square.
Okay guys, well, we got everything squared up and glued. We've gone ahead and put screws in all the corners, make sure that it's pretty stable. I'm just finishing up the second coat of paint right now, and while I'm doing this one, Dawn is actually contemplating the workings for a possible drop down in our second box. Okay.
Okay guys, so I'm thinking about taking these drawer slides and like this board and putting drop down in. So my thought was I could kind of put it in here. Sorry. I could kind of put it in here.
Genius at work, genius at work.
Yeah. So I could basically put it in here and attach it down below down there, and then it'll have like that much travel, and we'll probably put it like right here, and basically it'll kind of do something like, I'll have to get a bigger board, but it'll kind of be like this, and then it'll go down, and somebody, not somebody like a prop or something, like a skeleton or something, and then it'll come back up. Not looking for something to like scream down like that. I mean, maybe, I don't know, depends. I don't have really a lot to attach to, so I don't want it to get too violent. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. So we'll play with that, and we'll see if we can make that happen. Alright? Alright guys, so we've got our two drawer slides installed, and after a few different cuts to get it right, we've got it so that the board comes up and the board goes down. You guys can see that. We're just going to put a prop in there. It's just going to be like a small little scare. Not even really a scare. I don't know if it's going to be a scare. Just maybe a skull, maybe just a head. I don't know. I just wanted to have an option. So that's what we did. Hopefully it doesn't like swell on us. I did try to make it as loose as we could. So we're going to just probably put a pneumatic ram in it. Or who knows. Just knocked over the track.
Okay, got the painting done, and Dawn and Greg are now figuring out the technicalities for the idea that they want to do for the drop down. So while they're working on that, I have been totally frustrated with Dawn's workbench. It's been a mess. So I'm going to organize that, and then after it's all organized, those boys are going to keep it clean. I'm going to make them. So we'll hopefully talk to you guys in a little bit, show you our progress from here on out, and see you in a bit.
Hey guys, so making some progress. You already seen the drop down. What we're doing is we're figuring out how we're going to make it work. So we're going to do what we did with the door. We're going to use our pulley system and some cable, And I know you're thinking, well, that's going to be in the way of the drop down, but no, because we're gonna have it go way here to the edge. We're gonna have 2 cables, and we're gonna have this one actuator. And the plan is we're gonna have this here, and we're gonna put a plate across here, like a channel. And we're gonna run one side of wire down and the other side of wire down and connect it to the plate. And then the plan is that the actuator will fire. The actuator will fire and pull on the plate, and hopefully it'll pull this up like that and allow it to go down. And we'll see if that's going to work. We'll be testing that here in a little bit. We're going to drill out the parts for that, and we'll hook it all up, and we'll see if that works. That way, we're not looking for a fast drop down on this thing, just kind of an opening panel that we can put some kind of a prop or something to entice people to come into the haunt. So hopefully it's going to work. We'll find out. If it don't, well, we'll try something else. In the meantime, I want to point out here, Mary's been busy. My tool bench is a big mess, as you guys can see right here. So what she's been doing is she's been a doll by going through and taking this little label maker here and organizing all of my plastic drawers, all these screws, and she's labeling everything for me. Check this out, guys. She's labeling all this stuff so that I think she's tired of like looking through herself and opening up drawers and going, what's what? So she's just labeling everything in here. So this is going to be really cool. I mean, look, she found extra solder tips. You know, I'll probably definitely be using those doing the Wednesday night techie night. So this is just really awesome that she's doing that, and she's taking the time to label everything. So you know what that means. I'm going to have to like keep it all organized. Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
All right. Back to building this. Alright guys, so we've got the pulleys installed now, one on each side, and they run down to these here, which we got our cable in on each side, and we got our air ram down here, and we've got it plumbed into this piece of aluminum. So we basically got the cylinder mounted, and then we took a piece of flat, or actually U-channel aluminum, and then we ran the cable down on each side so it pulls up. And we're not looking for a really fast drop down, we're just looking for it to go up and down somewhat smoothly. So I'm going to get back here, and Greg, why don't you go ahead and hit it. So that's kind of the plan right now. I guess we really won't know how effective it's going to be until we put some walls on the thing, get our sheathing on it, and then really see what the opening is going to look like. We can always play with the PSI, and we'll see if this is the best way to do this or not. This was the way we could do it today without having to buy anything extra because we had all the parts. So we did it this way. So let us know what you guys think. We've got the second column. Second column, we're not going to put a drop down in. We're going to probably put some shelving, kind of how Steve did. And we're thinking about actually putting a fog chiller down on the bottom of it. That's probably it for today that we're going to get done on this. Mary is still working on her organizing. She's been doing a really good job of that. But that's pretty much it for today, guys. Alright, I'm going to go post all this. Bye.